I wanted to take a couple of minutes to talk about my late grandmother. It's been almost 2 decades since she passed away. She lived a pretty interesting life. When she's a teenager, she leaves home to pursue a career in the music industry. And by age 17, she's on stage in Atlanta with an African American albino piano player named Piano Red, a very important fixture to early rock and roll and rhythm and blues. They perform a song called Ain't Nobody's Fool. It's recorded live. It's a pretty fun song, and it's a big moment for her early career, which starts off with the Chitlin Circuit, this network of venues and clubs where African American singers and musicians own their craft, play to sell out crowds. And it's on the circuit where she makes friendships and associations with people like James Brown, Ike and Tina Turner, and Little Richard. We flash forward to New York City. It's about to be the start of the swinging 60s, and she has a steady gig. She's a featured performer at a nightclub in Trudy Heller's, and located in Greenwich Village. Now, while there, she signs a deal with Columbia Records, one of the most important music labels of all time. Now, before that deal, she also had recorded some songs with Roulette Records, another important music label when it comes to rock and roll music and also rhythm and blues. Now, she's recorded a couple of 45 singles. A whole album is recorded. The person overseeing her music is the same person who produced Bob Dylan's first album, but the album is postponed, rescheduled, and never released. She parts ways with Columbia Records but continues singing. Later on in the 60s, she contributes music to a film called Chappaqua. It was written and directed by a friend of hers. This film is a counterculture classic featuring appearances by people like William Burroughs and Allen Ginsberg. Now, by 1970s, her singing career is really sort of winding down, and she's becoming more devoted to faith and Christianity. She would spend hours and hours reading and studying the Bible, would spend summer vacations going to Bible seminars, but still maintained a fun-loving, wisecracking personality. And she was a fearless woman. When I was a kid, one time I was with her while she was running errands. We were downtown somewhere, and she needed to use the bathroom, and we stopped at a biker bar, which I believe was the official or unofficial headquarters of the Hells Angels in New York. We stopped at this bar to use the bathroom. She's like, I got to use the bathroom. My grandson needs the bathroom. And that was it. This was a woman who in the 1980s, she would walk around at night sometimes with her fur coat and diamonds in the South Bronx. And people would say, hey, like, aren't you afraid you're going to get mugged or robbed? And she'd say, I wish someone would try to rob and mug me. She was a fearless woman. She worked many jobs, but most of her working career was spent at St. Vincent's Hospital in Greenwich Village, just blocks away from where her music career began. And she worked in the nutrition and dietary department. She also was a union delegate and loved fighting for the rights of fellow workers. She was also married 3 times. Her second husband was a professional football player. Like I said, a very interesting life and someone who is missed by all that knew her.